May I have your attention, please?
It's Markers and Monsters Drawlloween 2017.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Drawlloween. Today is Fanged Fiend, so we are drawing a vampire. Surprise, surprise. I just decided to do a very simple pen and ink vampire face here, kind of scowling at you, exposing the fangs. And just wanted to do a drawing entirely in pen and ink here. This one actually didn't take me too long to do, which was nice. And some of these I just needed to get out rather quickly, and it's always good practice inking with a brush. Little things like, little projects like this are great, where there's not a ton of intricate details, so you can just kind of work on your line work and just the control of the brush itself, all those sorts of fun things. So as you can see, we're starting off here just adding in some ink lines here and there, and then the areas I've decided I want darker, I'll start adding in of course, thicker lines and just darker areas. They call those spot blacks when it's something that's completely black with no texture into it. So, fun times. I've guess I was inspired. I've recently watched the two Salem's Lot movies that they were made for TV back in the 70s. So the looks of Barlow in that first movie specifically, and the vampires in the second one. Definitely, I think, have a little bit of inspiration. They, of course, get their look from the classic F.W. Murnau film Nosferatu, Symphony of the Damned, which was a German film from 1922, I believe. Now, that movie I've talked about before, but just in quick summation, it was the first adaptation of Dracula ever made, and Bram Stoker's widow had sued and wanted all copies of the film destroyed, so it's pretty incredible that we get to see it nowadays. But those designs of the vampire in that movie have really stood the test of time, and it's awesome to do vampires that aren't necessarily, the pretty boy types. This guy doesn't twinkle, I'll tell you that much, so that's pretty cool. I love just kind of free form drawing. You just sit down, have no game plan, and just go to town. And I feel like drawing a vampire, and just whatever was rolling around in your brain just kind of rolls out onto the paper. I think that's a lot of fun, and it definitely helps get my creative juices moving. Occasionally, doing these Drawlloween drawings. I'm not going to say creativity is a finite resource, not at all, but on occasion you get to do a couple of these drawings, one every single day, and then you have to edit the video and stuff like that. It can leave you feeling a little bit creatively bankrupt, as it were. You sit down in front of a piece of paper the next day and you just have no thoughts go through your head as to what the heck you're going to do. So exercises like this, I think, are important in just helping you out, not telling yourself like, oh, I need to make a masterpiece or I need to effect a great mood or anything with this. No, this is just drawing for drawing's sake, and things like that can help prep you for later days in your drawing experience. I definitely recommend little breaks like this kind of thing, especially if you are a professional or trying to be a professional. Occasionally, too, you'll do things for other people constantly and do nothing for yourself, which is fine. You got to pay the bills, but there comes a time when it's going to pay dividends later for you to take some time for yourself, draw some things that you like, work on your own art. That way you're not, that way when you go back into doing professional projects and things for other people, you're going to come out ahead. You're going to give better products to them, which is very important. So anyway, sorry about that little rant there about art, guys, but I don't know. That's just where I was at this time. I think I finally kicked this throat virus or whatever the heck I had. So that's pretty good. I'm waking up more refreshed rather than completely tired. So what a way to start October, but at least it's not during Halloween, because that would be terrible. Nothing stops me from trick-or-treating. I don't know about you guys out there. As you can see, I put in the just pure black ink, and there was a little bit of editing magic there. I actually walked away, and I had to let this thing dry up for, I'd say, a good 35 to 45 minutes. Because if you try to erase pencil lines with the ink wet, it's going to smear and be terrible. Now I'm coming in with just a little bit of deeper red ink here, and I'm just going to add some blood on the teeth and a little bit of those popping eyes. You guys know how much I love black and white with just a splash of color in it. And the last thing I'm going to do, as I was doing the teeth, I realized, oh crap, I forgot to fill in the tongue and mouth area, and it looks a little weird. So we're going to wrap that up here real quick and just add some tongue texture on there so it doesn't stick out as much and blends into the background. So that's my vampire. That's my Fanged Fiend. Let's take a look at the scan here. All right. There you go, guys. This was a good one. This, like I said, a quick drawing just for fun, just something to sit and play around with my inks for a while. Very refreshing. We'll be back tomorrow with another good one. I've been having a blast this month doing these. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching them. If you do, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those social media things that everybody says at the end of every other video. Well, I'm saying it now too. So that's it. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow for another episode. Till then, ta-ta.
I am Dracula.